It's really significant. That is a massive result. She had to beat Wang Zhiyi on the way to that. She dispatched Yu Pian-Chan, who had a good week here this week. She comfortably beat Nadira. And it wasn't until Chen Yufei met her that she went out in the semis. But that was a really good ball. And it was Sim Yu-jin who
Okuhara, I think it was, that she played, right?
Well, it was China.
Oh, sorry,
first.
China, excuse me.
Wang Zhiyi.
Wang Zhiyi, yeah.
And we know how one of the matches in the middle there, He Bingjiao and Kim Gae-eun, was where you and I almost leapt down the stands with excitement. Or was that the semi-final, perhaps, that we got a bit excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a chance here today, but it's a slim chance because An Se-young is dominating women's singles. Brilliant. Mixed doubles, yes. Women's doubles, Tan and Liu, yes, but those guys have only...
Since you've been covering badminton, Bobby, have you seen anyone dominate their particular or singles, should we say?
And so many World Championship gold medals too. So, but in women's singles, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some great players that have... it's different, yeah. And then World Championship medals, and then perhaps you'd argue about being world #1. Lift was a little bit short, the initial one from Sim.
There you go.
Whether there's that much difference in the conditions between courts 1 and 2 today, I'm not sure, but the drift has been changing throughout the week significantly last night. I was speaking to Thomas Junior Popov at the hotel after his match last night. He sat and had really having to work hard at the moment here with these conditions.
So that was court 1, by the way. And it's quite steep. I'm sure even things like that make a difference.
Yeah, the volume of air. I mean, I've been very lucky enough to hit on the main courts at certain events, and I remember the first time I did an exhibition thing during the All England.
That's why it's so key to try and get a little bit of time in these halls. But even that can change.
These players, especially An Se-young, though, will be a lot more used to that than many, because they have to travel the world and play in the...
Of course, this was the venue of An Se-young's crowning. It's been an interesting year. She's come through a lot of adversity since then to really put on a fantastic 2025 for us.
To stay with Yonex when Li Ning, I think it was offering her millions, somewhere near £10 million for a 4-year deal or something like that, and she's thinking about the longevity of her career, and yeah, she's in a good place. You can tell that sort of decision puts her in a good place.
Now, Bobby, here's the question that I'm going to ask that probably every player that ever comes up against An Se-young would, want to know the answer to. But where?
And as quality of player with ultimate footwork, and as somebody like a Chen Yufei or a Wang Zhiyi work is next level. She's so balanced, so poised, so quick off the mark. Her racket skills are brilliant. If she wanted to, she could be playing sort of trick shots and double actions almost every rally. She's hard to break down. When you think you've got on top of her, a bit like playing Yamaguchi, it comes back, she'll dive, it'll come back. Liked it, An Se-young, which is odd because she's got so much quality. Wrong, but it might be that An Se-young decided to start the match on the faster end. She's got the drift with her, which makes things a bit more difficult, because she was very definite about...
I'd quite like to have seen peak Tai Tzu-ying versus peak An Se-young.
On at her best a few years back. It would have been a good game. That's the sort of defence.
There was a match in 2023, the quarterfinals of the Korea Open, where Sim got 7 and 6. And at least in this game could happen still.
Yeah, and Sim Eugene 3 years older, so an 18-year-old playing a 15-year-old at the time. That's another tournament in Europe.
Shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just how quick a study An Se-young is. I wonder whether, with the score being so one-sided, there is certain need to put herself at risk of injury. Yeah, just going back to your points, that's probably the match in the women's singles that I've been wanting to watch again. The matchup with Chen Yufei, which
10 game points here for
game.
That's more of a brilliant watch in the second game here. Sim Eugene completely outplayed.
whole thing, as in I don't want to be behind in the game, even if it's only 1-love at the very start.
Is that? It's always interesting to see a challenge that early on. First time.
Picking the pace up slightly there, An Se-young. Our side hit out the back with sort of uncharacteristic errors. That was moving left. I think that might have gone out as well. It's a good rally.
Yeah, Spot says about as long a rallies we've had so far.
Se-young dictating still.
Anywhere near as impressive. I don't think anyone
Achieved the Super 1000 Grand Slam in a single year, having won Indonesia, Malaysia and the All England, and lost out to Chen Yufei in the quarters, or was it Wang Zhiyi?
Wang Zhiyi, I think it was.
Yeah, that's right, in the final.
Yeah, Kim and Seo were also on it, and also they stumbled in China.
Great defence from An Se-young. And again, difficult positions to be in, stretching, and still finds decent quality, good net shots and a great length, or even lower level tournaments. When you're playing somebody with the quality of An Se-young, I don't think she'll be thinking about how comfortable she is, or Sim Eugene had a pretty good draw Tungjung yesterday in the round of 16, and perhaps not the most
What's going to be out?
Oh, that's lovely.
In 2023. scores. Very good crowd in here, I must say, with no French players on display. She was saying, wasn't she?
She's been just superb today.
14 match points for An Se-young.
Game.